A Texas high school cheerleader accused of killing a rival student's goat is now banned from taking care of her own animals while she's out on bond. We told you about 17-year-old Aubrey Vanlandingham after she was arrested for poisoning another student's goat. She was the president for school's Future Farmers of America Club at the time. Police obtained video where the girl used a syringe-like device to put bleach in the goat's mouth. She allegedly poisoned Willie the goat twice in 3 days. This was back in October. There's precious Willie. He passed away. And now, so the judge has slapped her with some interesting conditions. Let's take a look at them on your screen. So she's out on a $5,000 bond. She's to have no contact with the victim, that student, or her family. She can only have contact with the animals that live in her house. Apparently, she's got a dog, a cat, and a rabbit with adult supervision, but she can't be around any other animals, apparently. Good. Let's bring in our legal eagles and talk about it. Franz Borghardt, Jennifer Brandt, want to get your thoughts on this case. That poor Willie the goat, and that poor girl who owned Willie. Willie died in her arms, and now this teenager is paying the price and going through the criminal justice system. Jennifer, what do you think about her conditions? The judge thinks she can't have any contact with any animals, and the ones in her house, somebody has to be watching her.
I think those are really good conditions. In fact, I would probably go a step further and take her animals away.
Yes.
I mean, because she's just, it's really horrific. I mean, what she did. I mean, she force-fed this goat bleach and killed it. I mean, she's supposed to be president of the Future Farmers of America, you know, adept at handling animals, having her own show goat and other animals, but she's a danger. She's a danger to animals, and I think she should also get some help, because clearly something's wrong. If you could do something like that and be that cruel and intentional, then, you know, there's some serious considerations going on here. And see, maybe she needs some additional help beyond just having adult supervision over the care of her animals.
Yes, Jennifer, you're so right. I love that analysis. You know, if I was a judge, I would order her to have a mental health evaluation immediately as part of this, right? You know, and she said, she made the comment after she was caught. She said, well, I don't like cheaters. That was her comment. She wasn't remorseful. She wasn't sad for poor Willie or what she allegedly did. It was, I don't like cheaters. It was like it was vindictive, allegedly. Franz, tell me what you think. I saw you nodding when I said she needs an eval.
Who would have thought that the animal showmanship world was so cutthroat, Julie? I mean, wow. I definitely think she needs a mental health evaluation because, one, we can't lose sight of the fact that she's still a kid, right? We don't have to like what she did. There needs to be a consequence to what she did, but she's not an adult, so we get to do things in the justice system for juveniles different than we do for adults. She needs a mental health evaluation. We need to know if this was a isolated incident of just really galactically bad decision making, or if there's something else going on. If there's something else going on, we need her to maybe get some treatment for that something else that's going on. Bottom line is the person that's willing to kill a goat to win or to somehow take the law into their own hands, that's a red flag, right? That's a giant red flag. And look, she may be a perfectly normal human being that just made a really stupid decision. But if I'm prosecuting this or if I'm the judge, I want to sleep better at night knowing that we've excluded some things like the mental health component. And I would not let her walk out of my courtroom until I have that evaluation. And look, as a condition of bond, they can do all sorts of things for her to be released that will get her help if that's what she really needs.
Right, Franz, right. Yeah, it sounds like she does. And you're right, it's a great point. Start it now. Start it in the pre-trial process for her, where there is supervision, as we know. You know, probation services has the ability to do certain things if it's court ordered. She's facing a felony charge, maximum of 2 years confinement. Maximum if she's convicted. Arrested just on November 22nd of last year. Jennifer Brandt, how do you see this case playing out when we think, you know, at the end of all of this, you know, discovery and everything that goes back and forth, do you think she'll go to trial?
Well, I don't know. I think there'll probably be some kind of plea deal. She is a child, as Franz pointed out. And I think the bigger issue here is obviously, I mean, the penalties, the fines, I know the victim's family wants her punished and to pay for what she did. I think she does need to learn a lesson and possibly get some help if she's suffering mentally. But I think ultimately, you know, it's a question of what can be crafted to really make sure that she doesn't do something like this again in the future. I think that's what we're all hoping for here. I mean, there's no doubt that she did this, but then the question is why and what can be, you know, what can happen in the future to prevent her from doing anything more or anything more serious than this. So I think that should be the focus.
Yeah, no, you're so right, Jennifer. I think she's got to have a long period of probation. If I were the judge or the prosecutor, that's what I'd be thinking about, is keeping her on the hook, keeping her supervised. Because 17, my gosh, and you know, you allegedly kill a goat, a live animal, and you're supposed to be someone who loves animals. It's stunning. So we'll keep an eye on Ms. Vanlandingham as she continues going through the system.